Imagine waking up every day in what looks like a modern dream. For Matt Rife, it's not just a dream, it's real. A sprawling estate in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, sitting on around 80 acres of prime land, 2 houses, a private driveway that stretches for 1/3 of a mile, a pool, a helipad, and even a planned soundstage built into the property as his creative base. And then there's a second chapter of his lifestyle story. The legendary former home of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren at 30 Knollwood Street in Monroe, Connecticut. There, Matt has acquired the property and become legal guardian of the 750-plus haunted artifacts, including the infamous Annabelle doll. On the Connecticut site, he plans overnight stays and museum tours. Have your popcorn ready. On the Rhode Island estate, he's building his own content hub. So now Matt lives between 2 very different homes. One a high-end horror history landmark in Connecticut, the other a private 80-acre playground in Rhode Island. 2 homes, 1 bold story. Matt Rife's lifestyle blends luxury, entertainment, and performance. High-end vehicles, private jet travel, iconic properties, and a lifestyle built to be seen. Let's dive in and explore the world of Matt Rife. Born on September 10, 1995 in Columbus, Ohio, Matt was raised in a middle-class family, far from the lights and luxury of Los Angeles. From a very young age, he was drawn to comedy. He grew up watching stand-up legends like Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, and Dave Chappelle, absorbing their energy, their timing, and their brilliance. But Matt's story wasn't one of instant success. It began with struggle, loss, and an unshakable determination to make people laugh even when life gave him little reason to smile. His father tragically took his own life when Matt was only a child, a moment that left a permanent scar, but also became the emotional fuel that drove his ambition. Instead of letting pain define him, he transformed it into laughter. By age 15, he was already performing at local clubs in Ohio, sneaking into venues just to get stage time. His natural charisma made audiences pay attention, even when his jokes weren't perfect. People didn't just laugh, they connected. That connection would later become his trademark. After finishing high school, Matt made a bold decision. He packed his bags and moved to Los Angeles to chase his dream. No backup plan, no safety net, just pure belief in his own talent. In LA, things weren't easy. He started out performing in small comedy clubs like the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store, often performing for free just to get noticed. Sometimes he'd sleep in his car after long nights, but he didn't complain. Every gig was a step closer to greatness. His big break came when he appeared on Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out. It was here that the world first got a glimpse of his quick wit, smooth delivery, and movie star looks. He quickly became a fan favorite, earning respect from both audiences and fellow comedians. That exposure opened doors to acting, leading to appearances on shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Challenge, TRL, and The Mick. But stand-up was always his true love. Matt refused to be just another TV comedian. He wanted to build a career on stage, where every laugh was earned, not edited. His stand-up specials like OnlyFans and Matthew Stephen Rife showed a new side of comedy, sharp, raw, and deeply personal. He didn't just tell jokes. He told stories of heartbreak, self-doubt, and growth, all wrapped in humor that made fans feel seen. As his fame skyrocketed, so did his fortune. Matt Rife's current net worth in 2025 is estimated to be around $40 million, and growing fast. This wealth didn't come overnight. It came from sold-out comedy tours, Netflix deals, endorsement contracts, and strategic real estate investments. His comedy tour, Problematic, became a global sensation, selling out arenas across North America, Europe, and Australia. Tickets were gone within minutes. Critics called him the new face of modern comedy, and fans couldn't get enough of his mix of humor and humility. Matt Rife is not just a performer. He's a brand. He's turned his image, the handsome, confident, funny guy, into a global phenomenon. On social media, he has millions of followers across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where his clips rack up billions of views. Brands line up to work with him, from fashion to fitness to tech. But behind the fame lies a businessman who knows exactly what he's doing. Matt invests heavily in real estate with a growing portfolio worth over $10 million. In August 2025, comedian Matt Rife and YouTuber partner Elton Casti purchased the former home and museum of paranormal investigators Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren in Monroe, Connecticut. They paid approximately $1 million for the property. Inside, the house contains more than 750 haunted artifacts from the Warrens' collection, including the infamous Annabelle doll. Rife and Casti do not own the artifacts outright. They are legal guardians caretakers for at least 5 years. Open the house for overnight stays and tours, letting visitors experience the haunted history. The museum part of the house includes locked display cabinets, glass cases housing Annabelle, museum signage, shelves of artifacts, and the former investigation rooms of the Warrens. As for the rest of the house, likely a kitchen, dining room, living room, bedrooms, and bathrooms, typical residential layout. A New England-style home, located in a residential street in Monroe, CT. This purchase aligns with Rife's passion for horror, films, and paranormal investigation. He described his favorite film franchise as The Conjuring. Next, Matt Rife also owns a large property in Rhode Island, specifically in North Smithfield, about 20 minutes from the Conjuring House location. The estate is reported to include around 80 acres. The house is described as 4 bedrooms, with other sources saying technically 4, but there are 2 houses on the land, so equivalent to 8 bedrooms. Features listed: a private driveway 3 miles, a pool and pool house, a helicopter pad, 3 balconies, 6 fireplaces, a winemaking cellar, a game room, a 2-stall shooting range. Rife said the house is currently under construction at time of report, and that a soundstage will be built on the land for creative content. This property appears to serve as his personal and creative base rather than a museum tourist attraction. His car collection is impressive and worth over $1.5 million. At the center of his garage sits a Porsche 911 Turbo S, valued at $250,000, his favorite for everyday driving. Sleek, fast, and powerful, much like his personality. Next to it is a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, worth around $180,000, which he uses for longer trips and red carpet events. He also owns a Range Rover SV Autobiography, valued at $220,000, a Tesla Model S Plaid, around $140,000, and a Ferrari 488 Spider, worth $330,000, which he rarely drives but keeps as a symbol of how far he's come. For him, cars aren't just machines, they're milestones, each one representing a new level of success. When it comes to private travel, Matt doesn't own a private jet yet, but he frequently charters one for tours and international shows. He's often seen flying aboard a Gulfstream G550 or Bombardier Challenger 605, both of which cost between $6,000 and $9,000 per hour to rent. On certain luxury tours, he has access to a fractional jet ownership deal worth $1.2 million, giving him the flexibility to fly privately anytime he wants. He values time and privacy. For him, convenience is worth the cost. Though he doesn't personally own a helicopter, he occasionally books aerial rides from Burbank to Malibu to avoid LA traffic, using services that cost around $2,000 per trip. His lifestyle is comfortable but not reckless. He spends wisely, lives freely, and keeps his focus on growth. In his personal life, Matt Rife has always been open about his relationships, though he keeps them respectful and private. Over the years, he's been linked to a few high-profile women, including actress Kate Beckinsale, with whom he had a short but highly publicized relationship. Despite the attention, Matt handled it maturely, saying in interviews that he prefers to focus on love over labels. As of 2025, he's rumored to be dating a fitness influencer, but nothing has been officially confirmed. He's not married and doesn't have children yet, but he's spoken about wanting a family someday, saying that he hopes to be the kind of father who listens, something he missed growing up. His friends describe him as loyal, generous, and funny even off stage, someone who remembers where he came from. He's known to donate quietly to mental health charities, inspired by his father's struggles, contributing hundreds of thousands of dollars to suicide prevention foundations. Despite his success, he's grounded. He still visits Ohio often to see his mother and close friends, and he said in multiple interviews that fame hasn't changed who he is. It's just given him more opportunities to express himself. His work ethic is unmatched. Even at the height of fame, he continues to write, perform, and refine his act. His latest Netflix special, Natural Selection, became a massive hit, topping comedy charts in over 30 countries. Critics praised his mix of charm and depth, the way he could make audiences laugh while tackling subjects like self-image, heartbreak, and fame. Matt Rife has proven that modern comedy can be both sexy and soulful. He's not afraid to talk about real emotions on stage, turning vulnerability into laughter. That's what makes him stand out. In a world full of jokes, he tells truths. And those truths have built him an empire that most comedians can only dream of. Matt Rife's rise to fame wasn't just about his looks or timing, it was about discipline. In an industry where overnight sensations fade as quickly as they appear, Matt understood the power of consistency. He built his career brick by brick, show by show, joke by joke. When he wasn't performing, he was studying, watching other comedians, rewriting material, recording himself on stage and analyzing his tone, timing, and body language. He approached comedy like an athlete approaches training, relentlessly, every single day. This commitment soon paid off when his viral clips began dominating social media. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram became his biggest stages, with short bits from his live shows racking up millions of views. Fans all over the world fell in love with his playful crowd work, especially his flirtatious exchanges with women in the audience. It became a trademark. But beneath that confidence was a sharp business mind. Matt wasn't just selling jokes. He was building a personal brand that crossed generations. His social media reach soon attracted top companies eager to collaborate. He signed multiple brand endorsement deals with high-end fashion labels like Gucci, Balenciaga, and Dolce & Gabbana, earning an estimated $2 million annually from sponsorships alone. Fitness brands like Gymshark and Alphalete also joined forces with him, recognizing his commitment to health and his appeal to younger audiences. He's known for his disciplined fitness regime, often starting his mornings with an intense workout at his home gym, a $200,000 setup equipped with Peloton bikes, dumbbell racks, and a boxing corner. His personal trainer once revealed that Matt trains 5 to 6 days a week, focusing on strength, mobility, and mental clarity. He credits fitness for keeping his mind sharp and his stage presence strong. But beyond sponsorships, Matt Rife's biggest income stream comes from his comedy tours. The Problematic World Tour grossed over $25 million in ticket sales worldwide, with sold-out arenas from Los Angeles to London. At its peak, his ticket resale prices reached over $500 per seat, putting him among the highest-earning comedians of the new generation. He's following in the footsteps of legends like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle, but doing it with his own modern twist. After the massive success of Problematic, Matt signed a multi-million-dollar Netflix deal rumored to be worth $10 million. Securing 2 new specials and a documentary series on his life and creative process. He also earns passive income from streaming royalties, YouTube ad revenue, and merchandise sales. His official website sells branded apparel, including his iconic Let Me Cook t-shirts, hoodies, and caps, generating an additional $1 million per year in profit. The Matt Rife brand is everywhere. Comedy clubs, fashion magazines, red carpets, and global tours. It's a blueprint for the next generation of entertainers. But success hasn't blinded him. He's publicly shared that he still handles his own business decisions, working closely with his small management team to ensure every move aligns with his long-term goals. Unlike many stars who burn out under fame's pressure, Matt stays grounded by surrounding himself with loyal friends and mentors. One of those mentors is comedian Dave Chappelle, who once gave Matt advice that stuck with him. Stay funny, not famous. Matt often repeats that line in interviews, reminding himself that laughter is his real legacy. When it comes to luxury, Matt enjoys it tastefully. He's been seen wearing designer watches like Rolex Daytona Platinum Ice Blue Dial, valued at $85,000, and an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph, worth around $90,000. His wardrobe is a mix of luxury streetwear and classic tailoring, featuring brands like Dior, Saint Laurent, and Off-White. Despite being one of the most fashionable comedians in Hollywood, he insists he doesn't dress to impress. He dresses to express confidence. Matt Rife believes strongly in ownership. He's learned from comics who signed away creative control early. With his company, Rife House, He retains distribution rights to his specials, so residuals continue building long after he leaves the stage. This alone could add tens of millions to his future net worth. His long-term vision goes beyond stand-up. He wants to become what Adam Sandler is to comedy films, a self-made powerhouse producing for friends, fans, and future legends. Parallel to entertainment, Matt has entered the investment world. He owns a 20% stake in a Los Angeles-based fitness startup, Litica Performance, valued at roughly $40 million. His initial $500K investment has tripled, adding to his reputation as a smart investor. He's also invested in wellness, partnering with Alo Yoga for limited edition collaborations, and quietly funding a meditation app project with tech entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley. He invests in things that reflect his lifestyle, health, balance, self-improvement. That discipline spills into his finances. He doesn't rely solely on entertainment income. His portfolio includes six-figure stock holdings in Apple, Netflix, and Tesla, several index funds and crypto positions, diversified across Ethereum and Bitcoin, about $250K, treated as a long-term experiment. His YouTube channel, filled with behind-the-scenes tour footage and stand-up clips, brings in more than $500K per year in ad revenue. He monetizes live streams and virtual meet and greets, offering fans exclusive content. His TikTok following has surpassed 25 million, giving him enormous social leverage that translates directly into sold-out shows. Analysts call him the social media era Kevin Hart, merging digital virality with live authenticity. Yet he doesn't let fame define him. He spends downtime reading philosophy and self-development books, titles like The Power of Now and Meditations. He's fascinated by Stoicism, often quoting Marcus Aurelius in interviews. You can't control the crowd, only your delivery. That mindset helps him navigate criticism, especially online, where fame brings equal parts love and hate. Instead of fighting trolls, he responds with humor or silence. His maturity at a young age has earned him respect among peers. Fellow comics describe him as humble and approachable, the guy who will stay after shows to meet fans or share a drink with the crew. His generosity extends beyond money. He's known to cover airfare and accommodation for opening acts who can't afford it, mentoring them as they tour. Many young comics credit him for jump-starting their careers. In Hollywood, that kind of loyalty is rare. Beyond comedy, Matt has dipped into acting again. He recently signed on for a romantic comedy under Universal Pictures, reportedly earning $3 million for the role, his biggest film paycheck yet. He's also developing a semi-autobiographical TV series loosely based on his early struggles in Ohio, expected to release on Netflix in 2026. These ventures aren't distractions, they're extensions of his creative voice. Acting, production, entrepreneurship all flow from the same source, storytelling. Matt Rife has mastered the art of turning life itself into material. Every heartbreak, every setback, every victory becomes part of the performance. That honesty keeps audiences coming back. Financially, his income streams are now diverse enough that he could retire comfortably tomorrow, but that's not who he is. He's addicted to progress, to the rush of a live crowd. Even with tens of millions in the bank, he still performs in smaller clubs occasionally, returning to the same kind of rooms where his career began. He calls it comedy therapy. The intimacy of small venues reminds him of the raw joy that started it all. When he's not performing, he's exploring the world. His favorite travel destinations include Bali, Ibiza, and Tokyo, where he loves the blend of nature, culture, and calm. He often rents luxury villas during vacations, spending roughly $50K per trip for complete seclusion. In Bali, he meditates by the ocean. In Japan, he studies minimalism and design. In Europe, art galleries and historical tours. Each trip becomes both a recharge and a source of inspiration for his next show. Matt often jokes that his best punchlines are born at airports, but there's a deeper truth. His comedy reflects his worldview, that life's chaos can be funny if you stay aware enough to see the humor in it. For all the luxury surrounding him, his values remain simple: authenticity, gratitude, and love for what he does. He once said, "If you take away the fame, the cars, the money, I'd still be doing stand-up in some bar because that's who I am." That sincerity is what keeps his audience loyal. As his empire grows, so does his impact. He's shaping how young comedians think about fame and finance. Instead of chasing viral fame alone, he teaches them to build sustainable brands. He's living proof that comedy can be both art and business. Every move Matt makes, from a Netflix deal to a property purchase, reflects one thing: control. The control to create, to earn, to inspire, and to live life entirely on his own terms. As the spotlight grows brighter on Matt Rife, so too does the legend surrounding him. He's not just another celebrity comedian. He's a new symbol of how authenticity, hustle, and humor can coexist with fame and fortune. In 2025, Matt stands at the peak of his career, but he's already thinking about what comes next. His dream is bigger than sold-out tours or viral clips. He wants to leave a legacy that reshapes the very definition of comedy. For him, it's never been about being the funniest guy in the room. It's about being the most honest. That authenticity is what earned him not only millions of fans, but also industry recognition. Awards are just reminders, not destinations to him. His daily routine reflects that philosophy. Mornings begin with meditation and gratitude exercises before heading to his gym for a 90-minute workout. After breakfast, he spends several hours writing new material, sketch ideas, and journaling. He avoids distractions and keeps his phone off during creative hours, a discipline he developed to protect his focus. Evenings are for friends, dinners, or rehearsing live material. He keeps a notebook with over 1,000 ideas, observations, jokes, personal reflections, a goldmine of thoughts that fuels his stage performances. Despite his massive wealth, his lifestyle is surprisingly balanced. He doesn't throw wild parties or burn money on meaningless luxury. His days off are often spent with close friends, his 2 dogs, or simply watching movies in his home theater. He's a fan of classic films. Names like Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and Richard Pryor are his cinematic heroes. He studies them not just for laughs, but for lessons in storytelling and humanity. His emotional depth, often hidden behind a smirk, is what gives his comedy soul. Offstage, Matt's love life draws curiosity. Though he keeps relationships private, insiders say he's currently seeing a fitness model he met during his tour in Europe. He describes their relationship as stable and genuine, rare in Hollywood. Marriage isn't off the table, but he's in no rush. He often says he wants to build his legacy first, then share it with the right person. And while he doesn't have children yet, he frequently talks about wanting to be a father someday, the kind who's present, supportive, and emotionally available. He jokes that when he has kids, he'll make dad jokes for a living and still sell out arenas. Beyond personal life, Matt has become a global influencer of modern comedy. He's part of a new generation that merges stand-up with digital reach. His tours now include interactive audience moments powered by apps, allowing fans to submit live questions or jokes during shows. It's immersive and unlike anything the industry has seen. He's reimagining what live comedy can be in the 21st century. Not just a performance, but an experience. His reach has gone international. In 2025, he expanded his world tour to Asia and the Middle East, performing in Tokyo, Dubai, and Singapore, where tickets sold out in minutes. Despite cultural differences, laughter proved universal. His ability to adapt to diverse audiences without losing authenticity sets him apart from traditional comedians. Financially, these tours have turned into a gold mine. Each international leg earns him between $5 million and $8 million in gross revenue, adding another layer to his rapidly growing empire. With current momentum, his estimated net worth is projected to cross $50 million within the next 2 years. Yet, even as wealth pours in, he remains frugal with purpose. He's known for giving bonuses to staff and covering medical bills for crew members. His generosity isn't loud, it's consistent. He often says, if you want to know someone's character, see how they treat people who don't benefit them. His humility stems from his upbringing, his struggles, his gratitude for every person who helped along the way. In a world obsessed with fame, Matt Rife is proof that you can stay human while being a star. His life is the ultimate story of self-made success. The boy who turned pain into purpose, passion into purpose, and humor into hope. From his modest beginnings in Ohio to Hollywood mansions worth millions, from open mic stages to global arenas, his journey is a testament to what happens when talent meets timing and heart. Today, Matt Rife stands as one of the most successful and beloved comedians of his generation. Wealthy, wise, and wildly inspiring. His legacy isn't about statues or headlines, it's about impact. I don't care if people remember my name as long as they remember how they felt when they laughed with me.